Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the third phase of this core stability program. So we would be, if you've been following the program, you will be 7 weeks in now. Okay, so this is another updated version of that one. We're constantly looking to progress the exercises, how difficult they are, so we can continue to progress the strength and endurance of our muscles. Hope you're all enjoying the videos. You can, if you're watching this for the first time and you've missed the previous core workouts, find this one a little tough, you can always just go back to the other ones and then build up your strength from there and move on. Okay, guys, so let's get straight into it. So as always, please, I'll need to adjust the screen here and there, so please bear with me when I do that. Otherwise, let's get into the exercises. So we're going to get straight into them because if you've been doing this, it's designed that it's the third phase, so we should have been doing a lot of these exercises already. So to save your time, I want to get straight into it. Okay, guys, so let's start with a hip stretch. So knees, both knees on the floor, then you just put 1 foot forward. You're going to have kind of a 90-degree angle there, 90-degree angle just here. And then what we're going to do, we're going to focus on tucking your pelvis under, so pushing your bum through basically, then lift up your chest. You should start to get a pull in there. If you don't, just travel forward a little until you do. So that's where I feel it. And at that point, I'll just raise my arm and imagine someone's grabbing your wrist and put it up towards the ceiling. And let's just hold there, guys. We're looking for about 30 seconds. Trying to maintain that position. If you find within the 30 seconds you can move it on, feel free just to travel forward. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. So again, tuck your pelvis under, lift up your chest. This side's a bit tighter, so I feel it a bit earlier, so I'm only going to travel a little further forward. Raise your arm and point to the ceiling. So listen to your body there, guys, okay? It will tell you. It's not uncommon for one side to feel a bit stiffer than the other. And the strength exercises for one side to feel a bit stronger than the other. So you have to work with what we tell us, especially when it comes to stretching. We want to feel a pull. We want to take it to the point of pull. We don't want to force it past anything. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So I'm just going to adjust the screen here, guys, while we do the 90-90 stretch for your glute medius and piriformis. Maybe a bit higher. I don't want to cut the top of my head off there. So from here, you're going to take this leg at about 90 degrees, this leg at 90, hand nice and close to your body, push down and lift up your chest, keeping your bum on the floor, and then you travel forward if you can. Okay, often people feel the stretch just by pushing your hand down and lifting up. So from the side, it will look something like this. That's rather than that. Okay, so I'll just stay in this position for now, so you can see the side profile. Got about 20 seconds there, guys. Keep lifting up. Core nice and tight. 4. And again, progress it. If you feel like the stretch is eased, then just creep it forward. Change sides. So again, you're going to bring this hand here, push down into the ground and lift your chest, and then travel forward. Keeping the chest nice and proud, not allowing that to happen. Also, don't overly extend, don't look up or anything. But I find the tendency is people try to get down low and curve their back. So try and avoid that if you can, everyone. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we're going to go into an inner thigh stretch now. So from here, I'll stand to the side of the screen so you can see me. On your hands and knees, place one leg out, and then you're just going to slide it out. Okay, and at that point, I feel the stretch, so I just push my bum back a little towards the door behind me, and then just hold. And you should feel a stretch into the inner thigh. Depending on which one of those muscles is at its tightest, you might feel it down the lower part, you might feel it up towards the hip. Neither's wrong. You might feel it all the way through if it is really tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, let's change sides here. And we're going to step, slide out, push your bum back. So as you can see, this side's a bit more flexible for me. I can get a little further. Probably need to do a little bit more work on that right side. That's something you can do, guys, if you do any of these stretches. These stretches can be done daily. You could double up on the side, which feels a bit stiffer. There's no harm there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Okay, so now we're going to get into the workout. We're going to start with the core work. We're going to finish with some glute stuff, just like we have been doing. The exercises will be modified just slightly. So the first 3 exercises we did on the last program, well, the first 2 we did the bird dog and the side plank. We're going to just modify those a little bit. The third exercise we did in the second half of last week, which was last time, which was the plank. Okay, so the full plank, which is just a little bit harder to go within this circuit than the ab curl up. So that's where we're progressing there. So the bird dog this week, I want 6 reps, so that's 3 per side, but I want a 10-second hold, okay, instead of the 5-second hold we were doing last time. And we're going to go one side at a time. So we'll do 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Basically 6 times total, 3 each side. So let's do it with me, and I'll talk as I go, just to get into the workout, save as much time as we can. Okay, so from here, let's go for the points. Toes pointed towards you, that's really important. Bring the shoulders down towards your back pockets and brace your core. Nice neutral position. And remember, we slide until our leg locks and then we raise. So let's go. So slide, lock the leg, then raise. 10 seconds on that hold, holding that position, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, down. And then the same side comes out. Lock the leg, then raise. Now in that position there, guys, while we're holding, the leg stays locked. Focus on bracing the core. Focus on driving your shoulder blades down. 9, 10, and down. One more. Slide. That's my dumbbell. I keep kicking. If you're wondering what that noise is. And there's a seagull. 9, 10. Good. Let's change sides. So if you did the left arm, now it's right arm, left leg. So let's go, shoulders down, core tight, slide, lock, raise. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down, slide, lock, raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you look up at the screen every now and again, go ahead, guys, while we're in position, lock and raise. You'll notice that I'll be making some small adjustments because I feel like I go out of position now and again. So I tuck my pelvis under a little, I brace my core, shoulders come down, make sure my legs lock. 3, 2, 1, and down. That's the 3. So make sure, guys, you're doing that. Otherwise, if you lose position, you're not working the right muscles. So keep reminding yourself within the 10 seconds that my shoulders down, my core tight, my leg locked. You've got to be feeling the right areas here. So side plank, guys. Now, we should have gone through the progressions over the weeks. If you've done the previous program for 3 weeks, you should have worked through the progressions. So we're going to go into a full side plank now for 15 seconds, 3 times per side. Okay, so let me show you how I want you to do that. So elbow on the floor in line with the shoulder. Split the stance. So this lower leg goes behind you. This leg goes in front of you. That's important because it's going to lead on to the next phase of programming where we start to add a little bit of movement. But again, we're still looking at that hip forward, hip back motion as we go in and out of the plank. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer for 15 seconds. That'll give you enough time to get in position. Okay, so let's go through the points. Shoulders come down, core's tight, and now you bring your hips off the floor and hold. Timer's on, 15 seconds. Holding the shoulders, holding the core. And stop there. And hold that. So rest for 10 seconds. Then we're going to do the same side. Just adjust this slightly. Remember, guys, if your shoulder's a problem, that is the alternative. Okay, it's not quite as intense, but it will work the same muscles. 3, 2, 1. Same side. Go. Shoulders down. Timer's on. Bracing your core. Hold that position. Try not to lose form. If you find that this is too hard, guys, revert back to last week's from the knees because it's quite a bit of a step up, really. 3, 2, 1, and down. We're going to hold there. We're going to go the same side. 3, 2, 1, go. 15 seconds, lift chest, drive the shoulders down, brace your abdominals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's change sides here, guys. Okay. Should have moved those earlier. So shoulders come down, core tight, split your stance. We're going to push our hips forward to come up. 2, 1. Let's go. Timer's on. So this side for me is vastly easier than the other side, okay? So there's something I need to work on there. Guys, have a little think about that yourselves. If one side is really, really easy, like ridiculously easy compared to the other side, I would maybe just think about working that side that's, stop, 10-second rest, and maybe working that side that's just a little lagging behind, okay? So maybe not in this session, but if you might want to do this, if it's a side plank on the left that's weaker, you might want to just do that one a little bit every day to pick it up and trying to find some balance, okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Remember the position, guys, your shoulder blades fixed down, core tight. Trying to get that alignment, okay? So shoulders come straight down, shoulders hip aligned. Try not to let the drop happen. If you're finding that's happening, probably a little too tough, the full side plank. So go back into the kneeling and back. One more here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So shoulders down, core tight. Focus on that position there, guys. Bringing the shoulders down, that gets the lat involved, protects the shoulder, becomes part of the whole stabilizing process. It's a big muscle. If we can get it working, stop there. If we can get that big lat muscle working for us, it's going to be really helpful. Okay, so now we're going to go into a full plank. Elbows, both elbows on the floor, and we're going to try and hold that for 40 seconds this week, okay, guys? Just one set for 40 seconds. So get yourselves in position. Remember the variations are, I want a wide stance, but you can either do it from your knees like so, or up like so. Okay, over the weeks, you should have built up some capacity to hold for this amount of time. So I'm going to get the timer ready for 40. That should give you enough time to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Shoulders down, so pulling your shoulder blades towards your back pockets, holding the brace through your core. Chin in, try not to do that or that. And just focus, are you bracing? Are your shoulders being pulled down? Has your hips gone too high or too low? Are you losing height in the back? Is that happening? Don't let that happen. Get back into the position if it does. You'll know because you'll feel your lower back. If there's nothing you can do about it and you do feel your lower back, you just drop to your knees. Same position, hips to shoulder wise, but just slightly less difficult so you can hold the right position. Get the shoulders in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop there. Okay. We've got about a minute on the rest here, guys. Okay, so let me just quickly tell you what I want you to do over the weeks with these 3 exercises. We did 3 per side on the bird dog for 10 seconds. 10 seconds is a long time to hold. We did the same side each time. So what I want you to do over the weeks, next week, you'll do 5 per side. Week 3, you'll do 8 per side. So you end up doing 16. Side planks, keep the time the same, 15 seconds. I want you to go 5 sets next week instead of 3, 8 sets the week after. But within those, you can work within those ratios. It doesn't have to be 3 to 5. It could be 3, 4, 6 or 3, 4, 5. However you feel, really, you've got to gauge that yourself. But even if it's 1 set up a week, you're getting some progression. With the plank, add 10 seconds each week. Okay, so 10 seconds, you should be at 60 seconds by the end of the 3 weeks. If 40 seconds is too much, just pull it back there, guys, okay? Right, bird dog, let's set it up. 3 per side, toes point towards you. Shoulder blades fixed down, brace your core and chin in. Let's go, so slide, lock, raise. 1, 2, remember 10 seconds. 5, and holding the positions. 8, 9, 10, down and repeat. Slide, lock, raise. Within the position, make sure we're adjusting. My shoulder blades need to be fixed. Slight tuck of the pelvis, So I'm not hyperextending. Keep the leg locked so you know it's your glute raising it. 2, 1, down, brace, shoulders. Let's go. Slide, lock, hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, let's change legs. So shoulders down, brace core, chin in, slide, lock, raise. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down, lock, raise. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one, slide, lock, raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, side planks. Timer ready for 15 seconds. That should give you enough time to get in position. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up, shoulders come down, core remains braced. Hold that position. Breathe as easily as you can, guys. Try and breathe through your stomach. So as you breathe in, your stomach pushes out. And the opposite on the way in. Rest for 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Sorry, I forgot to mention what I will say. If you're holding the leg raising side planks as a variation to protect your shoulder, then hold for the full duration. So don't start like I am. Just hold because it's much easier. You're probably finding, and stop. One more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Chest, shoulders locked, brace core. Holding, focus on the shoulders, focus on the stomach, brace. Make it protect. Stop there. Good. Let's change sides. Okay, split your stance. We're going to go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Up and through. Driving your shoulder blades down and brace. What I forget to mention, we're only going to do 2 sets of this circuit this week. Next week, I want 3 rounds. So that'll be a progression anyway. But make sure you do 3 circuits next week, 3 the week after. Maybe 4 if you want to, but 3 should be enough. Stop. 2 more. And shoulders come down. Bring your hips through, brace your core and hold. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push your bum back. Tap your spine. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, hold, brace. Shoulder blades fixed down. Get your lat involved, guys. Five seconds. Keep focused on those points, your shoulders, your core, everything. They need to be stabilizing. And stop. Good. Okay, final exercise of the plank. 40 seconds, so get yourselves in position. I'm setting the clock now. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So wide stance, drive your shoulder blades down, brace your core. Head in neutral. Keep your core braced. Keep your shoulders fixed down. Don't let your back hyperextend. Don't let the lower back lose height, hollow, however you want to call it. Focus on those points. Remember, if it's too hard, you can always drop to your knees. Focus on your core. Focus on your shoulders. That will take your mind off how hard it's starting to become. A little under 10 seconds now. Brace, shoulders, drive your elbows towards your knees. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, guys, let's move on. So, I've already talked to you about the progressions for next week. Try and make those happen, okay, guys, and you'll find it really starting to see the effects on your core. Okay, now we're going to move on to, we did the Cobra last week with the plank. So what we're going to do the ab curl up, which is what we did in this first circuit last week. with the Cobra, but with also a Serrano press. We're going to do 3 exercises here for 2 rounds. Okay, the Cobra is going to be for 40 seconds. The curl up's going to be for 45 seconds, and the Serrano is just going to be for 12 reps. So do that with me. Try and keep up with me as best you can. We're starting with the curl up, guys. So if you didn't do the last program, just try and follow along as best you can. I will go through the technique as we go. So 45 seconds. Let me set my timer. Okay, one leg straight, one leg bent, both legs on the floor. Brace your core. Imagine someone's pushing your ribs down until you close the gap slightly between your back and the floor and hold. Timer is on. So there should still be a small gap here, not very big. Pushing your ribs down so your core feels it. Drive your shoulder blades down as well. If you want, you can put your hands underneath your back so you can feel that pressure against your hands. But that's up to you. I don't like to do that. You will feel your neck as well, guys. I think I mentioned that last time. But it's a normal working feeling. So just focus on bringing the ribs, bracing the core, driving your shoulder blades down. 15 seconds here, guys. Focus on that. You could easily just bring your neck up, and that's not right. Focus on bringing the ribs down towards the ground, the front of the ribs there. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay, we're going to move on now to the Serrano press first, I should say. So from here, upper back exercise. Just a quick demo here. So head just off the floor, hands come up like so. So you're literally about a watch away from the floor. This is on the shoulder health workout as well, if you've been doing it. So if you've done both of them, you should be familiar with that one, but I'll go through it anyway. So from here, shoulders stay fixed down towards your back pocket, not raised up like so. We're fixed in this position here, down towards your bum, and try and maintain that as you come up and down. Just try and maintain that lock position as you come up and down, okay? So I want 10 reps there. When I say switch, you're gonna go straight into a Cobra, okay, for a further 30 seconds. Are we ready to go? So into there. Sorry, further 40 seconds on the Cobra. And let's go. Up, keep your hands in line, don't let them drop, so they should be in line with, if you look, mine are in line with my ears. That's where they stay. 1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 2, 1, 4. 1, 2, 1, 5. 1, 2, 1, 6. 1, 2, 1, 7. Driving the shoulder blades towards your back pocket. Should feel your mid back. Back of the shoulders. 2 more. Last one. Should be getting tough. Good. Okay, the timer is on for 40 seconds. Get straight into your Cobra in 4, 3, 2, 1. Timer's on. So again, head just off the floor, but looking at the floor, pinching your shoulder blades back, pushing your hips into the ground. So don't let the hyperextension happen. You're pushing your hips into the ground. You can see I'm not actually that high. I'm not here, I'm there. Focus on rotating the thumbs toward the ceiling as well. Should get the real burn in the back of your shoulders, mid-back, on the cusp of your lower back, but not quite into it. Keep holding, guys. Should be really starting to burn now. 3, 2, 1, and stop. That should have been tough, guys. Take about a 40-second rest. Then we're going back to the first exercise, which was the curl up. Okay, so we've got one more round of this. Again, we're looking for you guys to do a 3rd set, week 2, week 3, and then try and up the times. So keep the Serrano the same, 12 reps, but with the Cobra, try and add 5-10 seconds per week. Same with the curl ups, okay? If you're finding that a bit easy now, then feel free to move on now, just pause the video, whatever, and just do it at your own time. But try and stick to the program if it feels okay. 3, 2, 1. So back into the ab curl up, 45 seconds. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So brace your core, ribs come down, hold, drive your shoulder blades towards your back pockets. You should be feeling it right in there. One thing that everyone forgets to do when they're doing core work is breathe. Okay, guys, so make sure you are breathing. Your brace should be there in your core,
but it shouldn't be there so much that you start straining to talk. So just bring it back a little bit if you feel like you're tensing really hard. Get the brace, come up, and you should still be able to have a conversation in an exercise like this. It's a bit different with a plank, but something like this, we should still be able to have a conversation. Just under 10 seconds, driving the shoulder blades, bracing the core. And stop there. If it is too much on the neck, guys, a couple of things you can do. You can clench your teeth and push your tongue to the top of your mouth gently, or you can just gently place your hands on the back of your head. Try not to, because it actually does help your neck. But if it is just too much after a while, just place your hands there, take the pressure off. Okay, into the Serrano, 12 reps. We're going to go in 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Focus on your shoulder blades being pushed down towards your back pockets, even when you straighten your arms out. Okay, if you find that can happen, shorten the range a bit, like so. Okay, this should be number 5, 6. Pushing your hips into the ground, trying to stop your back from hyperextending. 8, 4 more, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Good. Timer is set for the Cobra. Go in 3, 2, 1. Looking down, guys. Remember, don't let the back hyperextend. Push your bum in and then move your shoulders. What you'll find is you can't get quite as high off the floor. That's right. That's fine. That's what we're looking for in this exercise. Should be kind of just off because you should be pushed in from your lower back, hips. That way you really focus on the muscles around the shoulder. Lock the arms, rotate the hands. 2, 1, and stop. Good. All right, guys, we're going to move on to the glute work now. So again, we're going to do very similar exercises, but we're just going to update them slightly, okay? So last week, if you remember, we did side raises, followed by the clams and the pulses. This week, we're going to do the side raises. Then we're going to go into we're going to hover your leg off there, and you're going to bring your leg up and around, like you're cycling, up and around, up and around. Again, with that reach forward. And again, the reason for that reach is it stops this whole thing happening, okay? Where you get very little glute work, loads of rotation in your back. And then we're going to go back to the clams for 10, pulses for 20, clams for 10. So it's going to be 10 cycles, 10 clams, 20 pulses, 10 clams. It's going to be a big old glute circuit. Then we're going to do some 20 reps on the glute bridges, but we'll do that after the second leg. So stay with me here, guys. So arm stretched forward, both legs straight. Going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's raise up and slightly back. Try and relax your foot as well, guys. Foot that you're raising, because that switches all the front of the area off if you do that. So push your leg up and back. So don't point your foot, just relax it. 5, 6, get your core engaged as well. 7, 8. So not only should you be raising, you should be bringing the right leg slightly back. 9, 10. Okay, now bend both legs, keep this leg off the other, and let's go for our cycles. 1. If you pay attention to the screen, my leg stays the same height throughout. It doesn't drop, so it doesn't do that and up. It stays at the same height throughout. So keeping that hip muscle under tension. 7, 8, should be burning up already now. 9, 10, now into your clams. Let's go. 1, 2. So from the off, this should be, the glute lead should be switched on. Glute should be working. Bum muscles. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now let's hold there and pulse. 1, 2 for 20, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Full reps again for 10. 1. By this point, should be really burning up, guys. 3. If it's not, it might be that you were just moving your hip around a bit too much. So just focus on that for the next round. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's change sides. Okay, so lie straight, arms in front. Then you can hear my dumbbells. Relax your foot and let's go. 1. Hold your core tight. Up and back. 2. Up and back. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Keep it going. Don't let your hip rotate as you bring your leg up and back. That's what the arm being stretched out in front of you is for. It prevents that from happening. 9, 10. Bend both legs. Let's create that cycle. Let's go. 1. At that point here, you lock the leg and go. 2. Lock the leg. Go. 3. Lock. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good. And let's go into our full clams here. 1, 2, 10 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, reach with the arm. 8, 9, 10. And let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 10 full reps again. 1, 2. This is my full range on this side, guys. If you noticed, don't know if you were watching the other side, but if you were and notice a difference, it's because this side isn't quite as strong as my right side. So needs a bit of work. It's quite common if you're feeling that. That's why I brought it up. 10. Okay, into our glute bridges. So we did some holds last week. That should have been quite tough on the glutes, especially the top part of them just here and down into the side. So we don't need to do quite as many. So let's go for 15 reps, just a steady tempo with me. So squeeze your bum now and initiate your glutes. Push your feet into the ground, and that should activate them a little more, and keep to my tempo. It's 1, 2, let's go, guys. 1, 2, that's 1. 15 reps here. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Guys, we're looking to hold the squeeze in your bum throughout, not just on the up, also on the down. This is your 7th. 7, 1, 2, 1, 8, 1, 2, 1, 9, 2, 1, 10. We're going to do 6 more, 16 here. You'll see why on the next round. So I'm going to give you another option. 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. So quick option update on the glute bridges. So if you want, you can do a single-sided one. So you do 8 per side. That's why we did 16. So you get this leg nice and straight and hover it just off the floor about that much. It shouldn't move up and down. As you come up, it should move with your hips and then should be aligned. Knees should be aligned. Then 1, 2, 1, 2. So same kind of thing. It's just when you get to 8, you just switch sides. Okay, so I will do that variation. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. If not, just carry on doing the double-sided glute bridge. And I just had a woodlouse crawl by my head. Hello. So let's put you over here, so you don't want to be walking there, do you? Okay. So side raises. So lie down. Reach forward, straight legs. Relax your feet, and let's go. 1. Last round of the day, guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So remember to relax your foot, but keep your legs straight. 10. Bring the knees here. Keep the leg hovered, and let's go. Straighten and then back. Reach forward as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's climb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And then full, sorry, 20. Is it 12, 13, 15? My bad. 17, 18, 20. Then 10 full reps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep reaching forward. Keep your core tight. Don't let your hips move. 9, 10. Good. Okay, straight legs. Reach forwards. Relax your foot. Bring your hips forward and let's go. Up and slightly back. 1. Keep your core tight so your whole back doesn't move with your leg. 3. It might shorten your range, but that's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then bend both legs. Keep that same height. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Control it, guys. Keep your core tight. 4 more. 7. Sorry, this is 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's get those clams going. 10, reach forward, let's go. Remember, the sides might differ. That's normal, as long as you're getting the technique right. 7, 8, 9, 10, and then pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Full reps again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back to the glute bridges. So remember, you can either do this version or you can do the version that I'm going to do, which is the single leg. I just want to show you guys this one as well, in case you want to do it. It's a progression. So brace, core, squeeze, bam. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 6, 1, 2, 1, 7, 1, 2, 1, 8. Switch sides if you're doing single legs. 1, 2, 1, 9, 1, 2, 1, 10, 1, 2, 1, 11, 1, 2, 1, 12, 1, 2, 1, 13, 1, 2, 1, 14, 1, 2, 1, 15, 1, 2. Last one. 16, 1, 2. Well done. Okay, guys. So now we're just going to finish with a cat camel. So just go through some progressions on those ones there. So the first exercise, which was the side raises, you can just add a set to this, add a third set. You won't need to add many reps. That's a lot of reps we got there. So don't add many reps. With the glute bridges, you can either, if the single-sided is too hard, you can just go to 20, 25 reps on the glute bridges, then try the single-sided again. There is an in-between, which is kind of, I'll quickly show you. So you can kind of come up with 2 legs and lower with 1. It's a little bit easier. So up with 2, lower with 1. That's another version. So think about those little progressions. Remember, we're not getting a new one of these for three weeks, so I want you guys to repeat this. Try and think about the progressions that I've talked about so we can make it continue your progress, your core strength, your core endurance, really help your back health there, guys, and your core strength just generally. And remember, this workout is for non-equipment based workout because we're all at home. There is the banded workouts for core. There's also banded workouts, kettlebell workouts, all on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe and you'll get the new ones. I'm doing 5 a week, so try and keep up with whichever ones you want, really. So let's go into the cat, camel, guys. Okay, so the way I want you to do it, when you go wide stance with your legs, elbows on the floor, and you go within your range. Okay, if you feel any pain anywhere, you don't push past that. You just pause just before and then move out of position. So we're going to do 60 seconds worth, and we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So tap under, bum comes under, head comes up, bum comes up. Okay, so we're just going to do this once. Should be a nice cooling down kind of exercise. Breathe, guys. Okay, in at that point. We've got 30 seconds here, guys. Sounds like the seagulls are laughing at me when I do this. Get that breath in. Breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Well done, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed that and the rest of the programs that I'm doing. Keep up the good work. Again, as always, I hope you're all well, and hope it won't be too much longer till we go back to working out in the gym again. But I will keep doing these videos, I think, guys, because hopefully you guys are enjoying them. My hair growth is coming on. I've decided not to cut my hair in isolation. So in 3 weeks' time, when I do this video again, hopefully my hair's growing, but I feel like it's growing a bit slower. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you next time.